Shalom. First off, I want to give all praises to the Most High, Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash, the Warners, the elders and apostles, and the great millstone who rule and teach well, who have 100% truth. Shout out to the Aki and pushing its truth on all four corners of the globe, to the Aqua, the sisters who are out there listening and learning, and to the Confusion of Face brothers tuning in to USA Shalom. And this is a video inspired by that CNN news clip talking about it was I think it was House of Israel talk, and then there was like a whole thing with like Native Americans, like some protest Native Americans. I don't even remember how they spun it, but basically it's the beginning of like Esau using the media against us, against Great Millstone, and and it's all just been building to this point, so it's like nothing we didn't expect coming. But yeah, I'm a little bit confused on Purim, like when the exact date is, because I saw a couple people talking about it like yesterday, like Purim is yesterday, but the months of the Hebrew calendar, what's called that last month, if Passover is in April, wouldn't Purim be in being what the Gregorian calendar calls March? So Lord willing, someone will correct me on that, and so I can be edified. So I'm not giving out wrong information, because I don't. I heard people saying it was a couple days ago, but when I read the book of Esther, it talks about the 12 months in the year. So that if Passover's in what's called the beginning of April, so-called beginning of April, then Purim would be so-called March. But hey, if I'm wrong, Lord willing, someone on the comment board will correct me on that. But I wanted to go into Esther, because like this whole thing with Purim, this whole story of Esther, it's just happening again. It's the scriptures say nothing new under the sun. There's Esther 3:2, and all the king's servants that were at the king's gate bowed and reverenced Haman, for the king had commanded concerning him, but Mordecai bowed not, nor did him reverence. Yeah, Mordecai didn't want to bow down, and it's just like Haman. Haman comes from the line of Esau. Haman was an Edomite, right? Yeah, enemy of Mordecai and the Jews, plotted to kill the Jews. But this whole thing's happening again with this resistance to the RFID chip. Like 2019 is a year of Charagma. You go into Charagma in the Greek, and it says RFID chip. It don't say RFID chip. It says mark. So like, what else could a mark be besides the RFID chip? It's just like, why would they be pushing a bill in Arkansas for employers to chip employees during the government shutdown? Everybody talking about the government shutdown, but like ain't nobody talking about that, because the government shut down. But the government want to shut down, everybody would be talking about that. Everybody in America, everyone would be talking about that bill, but no, that bill went under the radar because of that government shutdown. And we have that, and see that thing on CNN. So it's just like things are heating up. People that don't want to bow down. Hammond, that Edomite, he's gonna try to kill. He's trying to kill the people who don't want to bow down to him. But this is Jonah 1:9. And he said unto them, I am a Hebrew, and I fear the Lord Yahweh, power of heaven, which have made the sea and the dry land. So that's why we don't want to bow down to Haman. That's why none of us want to bow down to Haman, believe in the system that reincarnated Roman Empire with NATO and the EU, because it's just like this whole society. It's just like kind of like a mishmash of all those things, and it's always been like a mishmash of all those things. I've seen it all my life. It's just like, why is that? Like I saw this or you might be walking down the street in the city, you might see a statue of some like Greek shit. You know, it's just why is that there? What reason does it have to be there? Like, come on, man. It's usually in some like rich ass area too. But yeah, you know, it's like, and this whole thing with the Native Americans, it's just like, this place was a land called Arzareth, and when Columbus came here, he took this guy, when Columbus came here, Luis de Torres, who was a Hebrew interpreter, and it's like, why would he need a Hebrew interpreter? It says right here, the story of de Torres addressing a Native American tribe in Hebrew after Columbus's first landfall on San Salvador is a product of novelist imagination. Now, that's not a product of nobody's imagination. Columbus brought a Hebrew interpreter who was looking for Israelites. He used what's called the Apocrypha. I don't remember exactly what book it is. Lord Roner hit me. That scripture talking about Azareth. But basically, Columbus basically used the book. He followed them here, and what's it called? Yeah, he was looking for Israelites, and he found them. You have like that Native American what's it called, stereotype, talking about everyone's like hiya 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 hiya. No, they were saying Yahweh. Straight up, they were saying Yahweh. And the more I get into this, I have a feeling that like what's called like Native American cigarettes, like American Spirit cigarettes, like I used to smoke those when I was in high school and shit. Cigarettes are heinous, man. Yeah, stay away from that shit. But I think what's it called? Yeah, I get the feeling that Native Americans only smoked here. The tribe of Gad only smoked here, and because they were lost. You know, smoking, if smoking's a heathen custom, then they were only smoking here because they were lost. They were cut off. They were in this land of Azareth. They weren't in their homeland, so they were lost. You know, here it is. Like, I feel like it's not even how I feel. It's just starting to become apparent that like the Native Americans only, the so-called Native Americans, the tribe of Gad, were only smoking tobacco because they were lost. You know. But you know, this whole thing with like with RFID chip and all that and all stuff coming, and like you see these things on CNN with Native American protests. It's like, well, yeah, Esau came to this land. Esau came to this fucking land. Hammond came to this goddamn land, and what's it called? Yeah, it's stolen land. It's stolen land. So it's just like, yeah, man. I saw a video. I didn't get to watch it yet, but a brother said the title of the video was "We're the only ones protesting for Native Americans," and that's true. Great Millstone's the only one protesting for Native Americans because you know it's made, you know, that 12 tribes chart. I mean, it's not just about Native Americans. It's about, you know, all the lost tribes, basically, man. This land is fucked. This land has got to go. It was stolen, and we know what the scriptures say about land gotten by deceit. Sirach 10 and 8. Because of unrighteous dealings, injuries, and riches gotten by deceit, the kingdom is translated from one people to another. Now, who is that kingdom translated for? No, one people to another. Ezra 69, for Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that followeth. Now that's just what's called. That's just point blank, because like man, a kingdom gotten by the seat. This whole place was gotten by the seat. Esau came over here and he deceived everyone. The riches gotten by the seat. They stole his land, Arthur, from the tribe of Gad, and it's just like what really more is there to say about it? America's got to go. America has to get nuked, straight up. No two ways around it. That's it, man. We don't want to bow down because like we know the truth. Like, this, man, kingdom gone by sea. That's heavy. That's just like that. That just describes this place. Like if anyone is just like, where does this say? There's America in the Bible. It's right here. Unrighteous dealing and riches gotten by deceit. But yeah, basically comes down to what Jonah said. I am a Hebrew and I fear the Lord, Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, the power of heaven, which has made the sea and the land dry. And that's all there is to it. Lord on this video was edifying. To the next lesson, called Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Krakadosh. Lord on this was edifying, and peace and blessings to hopeful elective Israel. Next time I say Shalom.